I hate this throne-damned place. Cold enough to shiver your nads off, and officially the arse end of nowhere. The good news is that those greenies stick out a mile away in the snow and ice. They're not particularly bright and haven't figured out about the camouflage yet. But then again, if an orc starts thinking, that's when we start worrying. No, that's not my problem with this place. The weirdest part is the locals. Command insisted on embracing their weird traditions as some sort of morale boost. Kwizmois, supposedly. 12 days of larking about while we fight a real war. They keep stringing up wired lights and draping shiny material around everything, claiming it's representative of the bright spirit of the Emperor's Yule, whatever that means. Then we keep having to take everything down because it attracts the orcs like crazy. Although weirdly enough, it's not with violence. More like a moth to a candle at the entire shiny of it all. Either way, it's a bit irritating when you want a quiet shift. And every damn day they come out with more bits and baubles and bangles and whatever. Whatever this Kwizmois thing is, I'll be glad when it's over. Sod it. Turns out that the lights and the sparkly decorations were not the first day of the holiday. That was just the build-up. The pre-celebration of the pre-celebration of their one big day. What utter twaddle it is. I'll never understand. But supposedly, gifts are involved on every single day. Fat chance of a pay rise or some time off. The real gifts we're after. No, the genius mind of the commissar decided to give each trench a tree. Not a small one, either. It takes up so much space we might as well just fill in the surrounding area and let them grow. Not sure what the higher-ups were thinking. Tactical genius, my hairy ass. Maybe the greenskins will think we've turned into a forest. You never know with those ones. The good news is that the branches are strong enough to hold ammo. So me and the lads have replaced the Emperor-forsaken glittery decorations with cartridges, grenades, and other actually useful stuff. Just in case shit hits the fan and we need them to hand. Today, we got 2 top-of-the-range heavy lasguns. Well, sort of. These brand new models were supposed to be more powerful, longer range, and easier to reload. However, one exploded during testing, turned Joseph into a pair of smoking boots, the poor sod. And the other one is parked at the front of the line. No one will bloody touch it, and I don't blame them. Supposedly, we should be thankful for the Omnissire's gifts. Personally, I trust Orc tech more than I trust these new lasguns. I'm fine with old reliable. I like living. Maybe the Orcs will do us a favor and steal it away in the night. That'd wipe a few of them away for us. What's worse than being woken up by a screeching off-key servo skull whipping round the camp first thing in the morning? 3 of the bloody things. I think they were blaring what were supposed to be hymns. Sounded more like an orc trying to untangle a pair of twisted nads. Probably why it's been all quiet on the front today. Excellent deterrent system. Although honestly, I would prefer the greenskins. Big uglies came in today. Ogrins. Nothing special about that. Only these ones were different. Commissar decorated them up for us. Told them that they'd be serving the Emperor by raising morale. What I didn't expect were the sparkly materials wrapped around them and shiny orbs hanging from their earlobes. We fell about laughing, so I can't say it didn't work. However, it wasn't long before they nearly blew themselves up, trying to light a grenade as a holiday candle. Best of all was when they offered it to the Commissar as a gift. He nearly messed his kecks. For a man insistent on holding the line and never retreating, never have I seen someone race away so quickly. But he'll probably insist it was a retiring military maneuver or something like that. 5 golden cogs today. No, not for any machine, just cogs. If the tech priest was capable of a sense of humor, I would swear he was pulling our legs today. They're shiny, I'll give them that, but completely useless. Me and the boys started making some games with them, throwing them on the ground into a marked area from a distance. Unfortunately, the Ogrins liked them better than we did and confiscated them as shinies, and now won't let anyone touch them. Well, Blajo tried convincing them to return them, and I can honestly say that I've never seen a human being's body contort itself into those shapes and survive. Hopefully he'll recover soon. Physically, anyway. Fingers crossed tomorrow is better, but not so crossed as Blajo's were. 6 Sisters of Battle showed up today. Well, sort of. These so-called Sisters of Battle came out from across the ice and snow and tried telling us to follow them on an impious crusade, while chanting on their Rosemaries and wafting about incense. Not sure where they found the frocks, but sticking white algae on their heads to pull off the disguise was a stroke of genius. Honestly, we were all laughing so much that no one had the heart to shoot them. Morale was so good that the commissar insisted that no gifts were necessary today. Thank the throne, I hope the Orks try something like that again tomorrow. Let the enemy save us from the beneficence of our commanders. 7 sanctioned psychers arrived to read festive fortunes? I'm not sure what they expected for morale, but sure, I'll give it a go. Only, no one wanted to be first. One of the staff sergeants volunteered, and they started their holly-jolly warp-fused folly. One of them started to mutter about the warp's unending laughter, and by the time they all joined in, one had exploded, one grew a particularly enormous extremity on their forehead, and another was weeping blood. All with 0 fortunes completed. Commissar Batzet declared it a morale-boosting success. I'm not sure for whom. The staff sergeant is going to be kept in the back lines for some R&R. I've not seen anyone shake that badly since Joseph's incident in the brothel with a tangerine and a rolling pin, but we're still not allowed to talk about that. This was a wondrous day. The Emperor's angels themselves have come to aid us against the Orks. Their red armor, with a blood drop on a raven, looks impressive and fearsome. Finally, a decent Kwizmois gift. With these at our side, we might even finish this war before the 12 days are up. Surely they can be trusted. You know what? I'm sick of this throne-damned holiday. The Blood Ravens disappeared, along with some relics that Command were keeping for an emergency, half our rations, and a Baneblade that was supposedly signed by some legendary figure, but I know for a fact it was just Benny the Rattling. In an effort to negate the drop in morale, Command equipped 9 Servitors with some flamers. Brilliant idea, you'd think. But some complete arse made them chant, "Silent night, burning bright," and set them loose. All in all, they set some ration crates on fire, nearly roasted the Vox operator, and lit up a bunch of those trees from the first day before someone managed to deactivate them. To make matters worse, we never emptied those trees. The lasgun packs and grenades went off in such vivid colours that I'd have thought it was magical if I hadn't been 25 feet away and terrified for my life. Just let the Orks attack us now, please. Strangest day so far. 10 figures stumbled into camp. They sounded horrific. All sorts of clanking and banging. Command said that they were covered in red to celebrate this Kwizmois thing, but I'm not sure. It looked more like flayed skin. But then again, what do I know? They kept murmuring, "Have you been naughty or nice?" Thankfully, wary of the past few days, we all answered nice, and then they kept clanking away on through, past the other side of camp and disappeared. Odd stuff these days. 11 Ministorum priests showed up today. I'm assuming to bless us and invigorate us for the battles ahead. Not sure how they intended to do that while 3 sheets to the wind and deep into the sacramental wine. They tried to lead a prayer service, slurring over every other word, but ended up brawling over who was the Emperor's misdefiant servant. One of them was talking a bit too much to one of the young local lads. The boys ended up strangling him with a bunch of those lights that were strung up everywhere. Commissar understood and gave us a bunch of extra rations. So all in all, a pretty good day. 12 Baneblades arrived. They'd saved the best until last. What a massive boost in morale that was. Until something happened, of course. More Martian hoogery-boogery. The machine spirits were a little wild, and the damn things ran over our entire camp in malfunctioning abandon. The tech priest claimed that they were overflowing with the Emperor's light. Utter twaddle. Luckily, it was just as the Orks attacked en masse, and I could not say who was more confused by what was going on. During the chaos, one of the Baneblades managed to trample over the Orc boss and the rest of them fled. My tent now looks like a pancake, but I'll sleep better knowing that there are no more surprises. That was the 12 days of Kwizmois, and despite it all, we survived. I couldn't say who was a bigger threat, the Orcs or our own command, but I'm just happy to still be breathing. Now time to finish this thing and get out of here before next year, because if I'm still here and High Command tries that again, I'll just join the Orcs. It's far safer that way.